Hey guys, in today's video, we're going to be seeing how far Naruto gets in Demon Slayer, and for this video, we're only going to be using Naruto in Naruto Shippuden, so no adult Naruto, no Baryon mode or anything. I think that would be overkill, and we're just going to see how fast he goes through this list. But first, we're going to have to do the Naruto scaling, and for the Naruto scaling, for AP, he should be around planet level to large planet level, if not a bit higher. He was tanking moon-splitting attacks and fought with Tonari, who was also moving the moon. Also, with his chakra alone, he caused a massive explosion that blew out a portion of the moon pretty easily. And he fought the likes of Kaguya, who is stronger than Madara, and was throwing massive country-busting bombs with ease with the Biju bombs. And for speed, he is faster than light, if not faster than light plus. He dodged Madara's light beam that was stated to be light speed, and blitzed the 4th Hokage, who was stated to be light speed in the data books. He has a long list of abilities and skills. He could fly, he could stand basically on any surface with his chakra, he could summon a Gamabunto and other giant frogs to fight for him. He could create thousands of clones with the same powers he has. He has elemental attacks such as magma release, and he has different forms. The more notable ones are his Sage mode, his Kuruma Chakra Sage mode, and his Sage of Six Path mode. He could regenerate and he could heal himself with his chakra, and he could also heal others and cloak them in his chakra to make them stronger. He also has Kuruma, who is a giant nine-tailed fox who could fire off Biju bombs, and in his Sage of Six Path mode, he has truth-seeking orbs that could erase anything they touch, and he could even seal enemies away. Now with Naruto scaling out of the way, let's get on with the list. So for this list, it's pretty simple, right? At the bottom, it's Naruto one-shots the character. Next is Naruto has trouble and, but he still defeats them. Next is 50-50 chance. Next, he gets defeated. And the last one, I don't think is going to happen at all. I don't even think any of these ones are really going to happen. But let's see and get on with the first character, who is Nezuko. And that is Tanjiro's sister, who turned into a demon, and she gets one-shotted. She's like building level at best. After Nezuko comes Zenitsu, and Zenitsu is a demon slayer, and he's one of the main characters in Demon Slayer, and he has the thunder breathing technique, but it doesn't actually produce lightning or anything like that. It just means that his slashes are like fast like lightning. So in Demon Slayer, a lot of the effects you see, like the lightning effects and the water effects, are just that, effects, and they're actually not real. Up next is Inosuke, and he's the bored looking dude that's also a demon slayer. He has the beast breathing technique, and it just makes him physically stronger and increases his senses. He has these like two blades and fought with the likes of Doma, who is a upper rank, but he gets like one-shotted. He should be around like building level to a larger building level. At best, maybe city block level, but it's not going to be a challenge. After Inosuke comes Kocho, and Kocho is a Hashira from the Demon Slayer Corp. She's supposed to have like poison-like abilities, since the demons will die from this flower called Wisteria, but it only affects demons. So unless I make Naruto a demon, the poison won't really work. I might have to do that, right? For this battle. Naruto is going to be like a demon, because he has like a demon inside him. Like, I know the nine-tailed fox isn't really a demon, but let's just say it's a demon for this battle, just to make it somewhat fair. But she still gets one-shotted. After Kojo comes Mitsuri, and excuse me for my Japanese if I'm pronouncing their names wrong. I can't really speak Japanese, but anyways, she's also a Hashira and has a whip that completely disintegrates demons if their head is removed from their body. She should be around large building level in AP, if not just building level. And for speed, the Demon Slayer verse is around like massively hypersonic to maybe massively hypersonic plus, because they do dodge and cut lightning. Especially this girl, she dodged and cut lightning, but compared to Naruto, they're extremely slow. After Mystery comes Tengen, and Tengen is another Hashira from the Demon Slayer Corp, and he has sound breathing that like drastically improves his hearing, which allows him to like sense and predict his enemies' movements. But that's not really going to do nothing when your opponent is extremely faster than you. So he gets one-shotted. Up next is Goyome, and Goyome is the stone Hashira. He is blind, but he has excellent hearing and has the ability to see the transparent world, which is basically like him sensing things around him and predicting their movements. He also has a demon mark that increases his physical strength and endurance, but when you're weak, you're still weak. You get one-shotted. After Goyome comes the Spider Demon Mother, and she's obviously a demon that could regenerate and can control webs and can like control people with her strings. But she did get defeated by Tanjiro, so she gets one-shotted. After the Spider Demon Mother comes Emu, a demon who is lower rank 1. He could like make people fall asleep through like the voice command of like the mouth on his hand or with like eye contact. The person can't wake themselves up unless they free themselves from the dream, and he could control what people dream of and can put himself into their dreams. And he could also make weapons with his flesh, but he still gets like defeated. I say he's probably gonna be the more difficult one out of the bunch, but in terms of Naruto, he still gets one-shotted. After Anu comes another demon, Gataru, and he's upper rank 6. He could regenerate even if his head is completely crushed, and he can't really be killed unless his sister Daki is also killed at the same time. And he carries basically a pair of blades made from his own flesh, and the blades are covered in poison, which could be deadly to Naruto, but I don't think he's gonna be able to touch Naruto, and Naruto has like bombs he could just throw at him. Up next is Kaigaku, and he's another demon. He's upper rank 6, and yes, he's upper rank 6 because he replaced this guy who died, because he lost. And he also could like regen, and he can make swords out of his flesh. So he's basically him 2.0, and he still gets one-shotted. Next in line is Akaza, and he's another demon, but he's upper rank 3. And he has blood demon arts that allow him to generate and manipulate shockwaves. And he could like sense and predict the movements of his enemies. And he also could like regenerate and is immortal. So basically all the demons could regenerate and are immortal, but I think one Biju bomb and they disintegrate. After Akaza comes Doma, and he's upper rank 2. And he could regenerate like all other demons, and he could create weapons from his flesh like all other demons. But he has ice and wind abilities with his blood demon arts, so that's something new. But he still gets one-shotted. After Doma comes Kajuro, and he's a flame Hashira with the flame breathing style, but he actually has like no fire attacks. But he could sense his enemy movements and is pretty fast. But like I said, it's all for visual effect and no actual fire. After the flame Hashira comes the water Hashira Gyu, and he has the water breathing technique. He doesn't manipulate water, but can like create air bursts in some whirlpools underwater. And he has a red blade that emits heat that's like capable of leaving burns on demons. And he has like a demon mark that boosts his physical abilities also. So he's way more impressive than this guy, I'm not gonna lie. Next in line is Kyokushubo, and he's a demon upper rank 1, and he has regen like all other demons. He has flesh manipulation like all other demons, but he does have like a moon breathing technique and transparent world, which allows him to basically sense his enemies' movements. And he also has a Demon Slayer mark, which boosts his physical abilities, but he still gets one-shotted. Up next is Tanjiro, the main character of Demon Slayer, and he is a Demon Slayer, surprisingly, right? And he has multiple breathing techniques, such as water breathing and sun breathing, and he also has a demon mark, which boosts his physical power, and he has a bright red sword, which basically emits heat. He still gets one-shotted. Up next is the leader of the upper rank, Muzan, and he's basically the king of demons, and he has incredibly fast regen. He also has these whips made out of like flesh, and he has blood demon art abilities such as manipulating his blood and body, however he wants. He also has a lot of blood manipulation powers that can control demons, but that requires the person to have his blood, and he could produce like shockwaves. However, his weakness is like sunlight, and if he's out in the open during sunrise, he gets turned into ash. So I think Naruto one shots him pretty easily. He just has like incredibly powerful bombs that are like vaporizing mountains and stuff. So compared to the sun, they're gonna get turned into ash pretty fast. After Muzan comes Yorichi, who is a legendary demon slayer who was the strongest demon slayer that ever existed. He is the one that created the breathing styles and the one who created the sun breathing. He also has a demon mark and can see the transparent world and has the red blade. And he should be at least like large building level to maybe city block level, since he's way stronger than all the other demon slayers and demons. Also, he's way faster, so he should be like massively hypersonic plus. But he gets one-shotted, I'm not gonna lie. I think Muzan's gonna be not really a challenge, but I think Muzan could at least like maybe if Naruto like went easy on him, like threw a shuriken at him, he could regenerate. But this guy really can't regenerate, and he's just a human. So basically all the demon slayers, they don't have any abilities really. They don't really have any like superpowers, and like aside from like super strength and like super speed, but it's nothing compared to like Naruto. The demons, on the other hand, do have some powers, some actual powers, like ice and like shock waves and like regen. But they still get like one-shotted because these blasts are like incredibly powerful. If a blast could like almost kill Muzan, that was like large building level, maybe like city block level in power. Imagine a country busting attack is gonna wipe out the whole verse. And speaking of the whole verse, even if you guys threw all of these people plus more characters that I left out, they still get one-shotted by like Naruto. So it's not even close. But that's all for this video, guys. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Let me know your opinions in the comment section below. And I'm out of here. Peace.